Welcome back to another player review, everybody. Today we've got probably one of the most anticipated SBCs all year. It's Ousmane Dembele's Summer Heat card. Just a reminder, if you're liking the content, you're liking the reviews, drop a like, subscribe, as we've got plenty more reviews and lots more FIFA 21 content coming as well.
So both me and Jack used him on Jack's account in Foot Champs. I think I played like 6 or 7 games with him. Jack played like 15, I believe. So let's get into it.
So, boys, obviously I'm looking to get him. What's his best position? I mean, it looks like he could play pretty much anywhere in the front four.
So, I think me and Rob tried him in a few different ones. I played him out. I didn't try him at striker, in fairness, simply for the fact that I had R9 still. I've played him out wide. I've played him through the middle. And as you know, I've used that Neymar through the middle for a long, long time. And I kind of like this Ousmane a bit more. I don't know whether it was just the gameplay maybe or something, but
Whoa.
I know it's a big
Like,
statement.
I think people need to understand how big that statement is for you.
It's just his left stick dribbling was really, really good, and I think in bad gameplay that helps more than the skills sometimes. Because the skills can get really slow.
Yeah, and
to pull off.
You can put people
in
on skates,
gameplay.
can't you, with the LB dribbling and left stick dribbling?
And I think it was just something. It might have just been that it was a bit different, but I couldn't tell you what his best position is, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd probably say it depends how rich you are. Again, it always comes down to that, to be honest. If he's like your marquee side and you want him at cam, ideally. If he's,
yeah, I agree.
You've got your other good players like your Team Scenes, Mbappe and stuff like that, then whack him up wing and he'll do a job.
Fair enough. So, I'm not sure how much he is. Was he about 800k?
About
He's
870,
I think he's gone up a
900.
bit. Fodder's gone up a bit now.
Yeah, so nearly 900k then. Is he worth the coins, or like is he worth changing your team around to get him in?
If you've got fodder if you've been saving some fodder, like a fair few people have been, I imagine, from Team of the Season rewards, and then these rewards actually aren't too terrible. The reds for rating, he's definitely worth doing. I'd say if you can do him for about 500k, I think he's worth that much. I would not pay 800. Let's call it 900k from scratch. I would not do that. If you're doing it from scratch,
I wouldn't do it. No.
No, I might look towards maybe Reba or something. I think Reba's a bit better value. But
yeah,
with the links that he's got and the 5.5, I think he's a decent price if you've got the fodder.
Yeah, I don't think I was thinking about doing them, but looking at his price and everything, I don't know if it's worth it. I'll see if I can get the fodder and everything. Obviously, that 5x88 SBC came out. Maybe if I get some fodder from that or something, then maybe. But he is, in my team particularly, it's hard to link because I've got like Renato Sanchez and Paulinho, which kind of kill him a bit. But I might try and find a way. He gets that strong link with that Mendy that everyone's got pretty much. So I'd say maybe. It really depends.
He's had that position change, which I think is contributing to the price.
I think it kills him. I'd rather have him as a right wing.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think a lot of people now. There's a lot of good. If you're looking at chemistry anyway.
Yeah. There's
a lot of good central cards. Obviously, it's infinite amounts almost. But right wings, there's a real lack of good right wings in the game. So I think it's a lot easier to get a right wing on chemistry as well. If you think 4-3-3, just linking to Frankie.
Yeah.
And that's done. Really.
I was thinking it was going to be a right wing before the vote came out, and I was going to get like Semedo at right back and link him that way. But
yeah, that would have been a nice one too.
Well, I think.
Do you not think you could turn into a centre mid and just play him on the 7 chem if worst case scenario?
Then I need Renato Sanchez in, so I was going to use Semedo to link with Renato and then Semedo to link with him.
I think he's one of those players that he kind of needs the 10 chem at this point of the game. Because his finishing can be a bit strange.
Yeah. I think like starting position doesn't matter anymore in my eyes. Like everyone knows how to change in game. Like it's no mystery.
Yeah.
And I think the reason it is so expensive is because they made it with Cam and like, everyone's going to want this Cam Dembele when everyone's going to play him there regardless of what position he was anyway.
Yeah. So finally, obviously Jack said at the start that, for us three definitely, we've been waiting for this card since God knows when, at the very beginning of the game. Does he live up to like what you wanted him to be?
I'm going to say no.
Oh, don't tell me that.
The thing is though, I think of Dembele at the start of the game, and he was worlds above.
Yeah, he was crazy.
So because he had the 5.5 really early on, and he was nutty. But now the problem with this game well, one of the problems, I should say, is
There's a
that
myriad.
there is an absolute wealth of overpowered cards and overpowered defenders and overpowered midfielders that all fit the meta almost too well, if that makes sense. Like, so that some of these players it's really difficult to stand out. And in good gameplay, when I played him, when I got him first, the first 5 games or something, the gameplay was absolutely pinging, and I was having a great time. I thought it was really, really good. But then, bad gameplay hit. Still good, but it's like every single player just feels like shit in bad gameplay.
Yeah.
So you can't help but sometimes think, he's not lived up to expectations just because of the game. It's not Ousmane's fault. It's EA Sports Vancouver's fault.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't matter. Like, it could be the best card in the game, but as soon as you get that bad gameplay,
it cripples him.
Yeah. I've got a question for you as well, Jack.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of your coveted, the one that got away for you, that always springs to mind is Birthday Mbappe.
Yeah.
And comparing the cards, they are scarily similar. Would you say he meets him, or because obviously they both got 5-star, and similar shooting stats, stuff like that?
If I didn't have R9, I would have used him. I would have tried him at striker, definitely. Yeah. And I think for me, one of the things that stood out about Ousmane was that he felt surprisingly strong. He bounced off players really well for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I think he could really do a good job at striker, simply for that fact. And he did have a good finish for me. Left-footed is always, for whatever reason, I get on with left-footed players quite well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you're looking for an alternative to Mbappe, because it is crazy expensive, that card.
Yeah.
This Ousmane would be a really good look for you.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't know. There's something about just cards. You see, obviously he's got very similar stats, but I think Mbappe would just be worlds above him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's something hidden in the stats, even more so than usual this year.
Oh, my tinfoil hat about stats. Literally, it doesn't matter what they say at this point. It does not matter what the stats on the front of the card say.
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to take it card by card, haven't you, and try them out and find out what one works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Beast. Moving into the end card, what have you picked out for him on our end card?
So we've gone for an overall rating 8.5 out of 10. Doesn't really. One thing we haven't mentioned that really lets him down, in my opinion, is he's only got 85 stamina.
And it's not a good 85 stamina.
No, he gets, especially if you play him at cam, he's blowing out his arse by the 70th minute.
Oh yeah.
Which, if you in my opinion, fitness is important. Players just turn to, the legs turn to jelly when they go. And I find myself bringing him off a fair bit, which you don't really want from a marquee signing like Dembele. So I think that really let him down. And then for value for coins, I've gone for 7 out of 10 because obviously it's very expensive. If you've got the fodder, then why not? Just take the plunge, really. It's July,
and who cares?
For links, we've gone for the Summer Heat Mendy. Obviously, if you've got the 93, even the 89 is good enough, really. Jack used the 87. Pretty much all iterations on me pretty good. It's Phil and Mendy at the end of the day. His normal gold card to do a job. The other link we've got is the Summer Heat Ndombele, if you did do him. Again, a very good card. He was quite cheap as well, about 100k. And then the team of season Frankie de Jong, who both Jack and they had his team of the year actually in there.
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same, innit? Gets a strong link with him, and then you could probably get like a Promes in or something with the Dutch links. And then best positions, we've gone with Cam, striker, and then you could use him wide as well if you want. You pretty much do a job in any of the top 4 positions.
So overall, like Rob summed up, really good card. Couple of flaws that might let him down a tiny bit, but well worth completing if you've got the fodder. So hope you've enjoyed the review, guys, and we'll be back in our next video with our top 5 defenders to finish off that series, and then some more content next week. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.
See you later, guys.
See you later.